Hey honey child, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, honey child, you're welcome. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you can be notified every time my honey posts a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for deciding to watch yet another video. Into today's video is going to be a sit down again, and we're going to be talking about how to work legally here in China. So if it's something that you might want to know, keep on, stay tuned. And if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Ashley and I am an ESL teacher here in China. And yeah, that's about that. And please hit that subscribe button notification. You can be notified every time I upload a video. And without wasting much of your time, let's get right into today's video, shall we?
Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease.
So the first thing on my list, like if you see me looking down, I have this little book that you guys already know, my favorite book, the red book to my YouTube channel. So the first thing that you need to work here legally in China is okay, the reason why I'm doing this video is prior to my video that I did last year in 2020, if it's years back, but last year when I was talking about how I got scammed here in China, and a lot of people have been coming to me with like saying that we went through the same things, and you know, it just shows that nobody's talking about this. And if you haven't watched that video, it's the video that is titled "Go Down Kindergarten, How I Got Scammed." Like that kindergarten, you know, you're just baby. I was just straight out of university and I was desperate for a job. And when you're really desperate, I'm not blaming anyone, and then I feel like I've moved on from that. And I just saw that you're just, there's too much pressure on what am I going to be doing next, and you are really wanting to get things, everything quick and done before you get to the graduation ceremony. And when you know that when you get to the ceremony, it's just you packing your bags and going on to the next thing. So there is pressure on what comes next after graduation, and you are just rushing to get a job. And especially if you want to stay here in China, I really do advise you to keep on watching this video, because at the end of this video I'm going to be talking about things to look out, the do's and don'ts of seeking a job here in China. So this job is going to be quite not long, but it's going to talk about how to work legally in China and things that you should look out for. So maybe I'll just do, maybe split it in two. Maybe if it's too long, it's going to have two videos. You get the other part in a continuation. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into today's video. The first thing is, you need an offer letter or a contract. So an offer letter is something that it's written they wanna hire you, and an offer letter cannot be substitute for a contract, because on its own it's just an offer without the contract. And when you get the contract, a lot of people ask me this: do contracts here in China come in English or in Chinese? For the legal way, in Chinese court, they use Chinese. So obviously you have a Chinese version contract. But should you need an English version contract, it will be given to you. You just request it and they can translate it, and it must be given to you. Should it be like you don't understand English or any other language that you understand, you can get it translated. But in the court of justice here in China, they use the Chinese one. And also when you're in court, you use Chinese, hence you have a translator, of course. That's why you can get the documents translated for your use. So the contract, when you get a contract, you read the terms of the contract, and if you both of you have the employee and the employer, part A and part B have Part A and Part B have agreed in the terms and the conditions in that contract. Both parties sign. You get. So when there is a signed contract now, the next thing is getting a work permit. So there are two ways to get the work permit. Some employers may tell you that you need to get it on your own, or you need to get it on your own. Or some agencies, if it's a company that hired you, a company that represents you and then sends you to school, like it's, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They will do the work permit for you, and maybe the school, if they suggest to do the work permit for you, they can do it for you. So there are two ways, and all that, it will be listed down in the contract. Okay, so if you want, should you want to negotiate, I would negotiate they do the work permit for you, because doing it alone, honey, it's another stress on its own, and your child, if you are just out of graduate, and the money that is associated and everything, and the time and the blah blah blah, and also the Chinese, and if you're not mentally strong for that, just go, let the company do it for you. Point blank, period. The next thing is, okay, after you get a work permit, you need to apply for a residence permit. So the work permit on its own, it does not mean that you can stay in the country. You need to, the work permit just helps you show that you are fit for this job. You are you are fit for this job. You are skilled in that particular industry, you get, and it qualifies you, the work permit. Now staying in the country is also another different horizon. So at that work permit, you go with it to the immigration office, and they give you a visa. Okay, and the visa can be in 6 months, a visa can be 1 year, depending on the visa office, which one they issue to you. And if they give you the 6 months one, when it expires, you can always go back and get it renewed using the work permit, which expires. Work permits, usually they expire a year, maybe some they just give different dates, some even reach 5 years unless cancelled, you get. So the basic requirements for you to obtain a work permit and this the work permit, you just have to be 18 years old, and you just have to be above 18 years old actually, and you're supposed to be healthy. Here in China, medicals are important. You must be healthy, and once, maybe some companies do medicals every 6 months or 1 year, depending. So sometimes every time you renew your visa, you get you do medicals, or maybe you do medicals once a year, which is reasonable. You also need to have a no criminal record. I've done videos on how to obtain criminal records here in China. If you are interested in knowing, please do go and check those out. And also you need a legal employer. Like not every company here in China can hire foreigners to work. So know that, and also ask that, okay, that if it's an organization that hires teachers, like it's a representative that hires teachers, then distribute them in different schools, then it's better. You know that this one is a foreign, it's, you get, their job is centered on that. But please know the name of your company and know if they are eligible to what do you call it, to hire foreigners. It's another issue that happened in that other video that I was talking about. We'll talk about it at the end, so keep on watching. So The third thing is, which kind of visa do you need? So after you have the work permit, you need to know which visa you're applying for. And the only visa that is eligible for work visa is the Z visa. Some people say there is a B1 visa. I will do a videos on each type of visa, what kind of visas that are here in China, and which one should you best apply for it. So be on the lookout for that video, and if it has already aired, please do check out that video. Let's say maybe you are applying for a job outside China, and you are coming here to China. So I listed offer letter and contract. So if you are outside of China, you need a PU letter. Some countries no longer need PU letters. I will link down below the official website for the China immigration, so that you guys can be able to check that out and access the information, and also so that you can just go on your country and see which requirements are needed, and that contract you sign. So in terms of visa, you get a visa, that an entry visa if you're outside China, and when you get to China, you apply for the Z visa and the resident permit. The work permit will be issued before you even come to China. So there is that. So yeah, now we have reached the end of this video, and